A Republican state senator in Georgia has been arrested after trying to attend the governor's State of the State address in Capitol chambers. Video posted to the state senator's X account shows a scuffle outside chamber doors before he was escorted out by police and taken to jail, according to the senator's team.
Stop, that's it.
Too far.
It has gone too far. I have an obligation to be in that room. I represent 200,000 people in Northwest Georgia who duly elected me to be here today.
This incident Thursday being the latest in a career filled with intense and convoluted controversies for Colton Moore that have resulted in a divide between him and members of his own party. Moore was kicked out of a Republican caucus in the state Senate in 2023, and last year, he was banned from the House floor. In 2023, following Trump's indictment in the state, Moore wanted to call for a special session to open an investigation into Fulton County DA Fani Willis and have her impeached. But his fellow Republicans disagreed and said Moore launched verbal attacks against them for not getting on board. So the Georgia Senate Republican caucus indefinitely suspended Moore. Moore responded then, "The Georgia Rhinos responded to my call to fight back against the Trump witch hunts by acting like children and throwing me out of the caucus." 6 months after his caucus suspension, in March of 2024, Moore was banned from House chambers following a remembrance ceremony for attorney and late Speaker Republican David Ralston, who died 2 years prior. The day of remembrance came as lawmakers prepared a resolution to name a college building after Ralston, a resolution Moore and a handful of other Republicans were against. At the memorial, in front of lawmakers and Ralston's family, Moore said, "This body is about to perpetually memorialize one of the most corrupt Georgia leaders we'll ever see in our lifetimes," referring to a scandal that the late speaker allegedly leveraged his political power as an attorney, postponing cases more than 900 times for high-paying clients that included rapists and violent crime offenders. But Moore's Republican colleagues interrupted him at the memorial, saying, "Wrong time and place." A short time later, Ralston's successor at the helm of speakership, John Burns, called Moore's remarks vile and banned Moore from ever entering House chambers, which brings us to today's scuffle. Republican Governor Brian Kemp was to give his address to the state Thursday morning inside House chambers, and Speaker Burns sent a letter to Moore that read in part, "As you will recall, on March 14th, 2024, following your vile, disparaging, and false comments in reference to the character of former Speaker David Ralston, because House rules require me to uphold the decorum of the House and decency of speech, I subsequently ordered the doorkeeper of the House, Corey Mulkey, to prevent your entrance onto any property of the Georgia House of Representatives, especially the House chamber. This letter serves as a reminder that my order is still in effect." Moore posted a letter in response to Burns saying he would be in attendance and said Burns's ban was unconstitutional and illegal. Moore is facing a charge of willfully obstructing law enforcement officers. Thanks for watching our news update. For more stories that matter to you, download the Straight Arrow News mobile app today.